Am I throwing rockets? These are missiles, yeah. These are fucking missiles. I'm 100%. This is, yeah? We're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor. Not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it, right?
And he wanted on the White House. Now, for Conor McGregor to be on the White House, Conor McGregor wants $100 million and he wants 100 golden visas. So Conor's essentially saying, you need me on the White House and you're going to pay to get me on the White House. To do something that 745 people would do for free. He's essentially asking for $200 million.
This is Conor. Brother, Conor is too old, bro. He's finished. Salam alaikum.
To the White House, a completely new arena with high stakes, and I'm grabbing a top quality hamper from elsewhere because nothing else measures up. This is it, and we're going all in. When I step into this fight, it's 100% Conor McGregor energy, full focus and intensity, no compromises, moving together as a team and ready to face everything head on. He's our rocket, our weapon, though not without flaws, having battled countless opponents, and the key is his preparation, focus, and the way he's crafting a comeback. This isn't just planning, it's a statement, a declaration of intent. So, let's break down how this fight is shaping up and what's on the line.
Is that Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal could be a potential.
Oh, no,
What's your thoughts? Oh, you haven't heard this? No. This is the biggest thing on social media now. Everyone's talking, yeah, that Chandler's out and Masvidal's in, and it's Conor and Masvidal.
You know what's funny? So in my algorithm on Instagram, I have nothing MMA.
Right?
Literally nothing MMA pops
Oh,
up.
mine's politics. That's my...
Yeah, mine's definitely, there's some politics, but yeah, I don't listen to any of the goofy
No.
That goes, no.
Is that considered goofy?
That's goofy shit. Yeah. The MMA world, I don't listen to any of that. There's literally none of that.
Hey, my team, they put together, you know, we come up with a whole plan for production, how it's going to work. My head of production, Craig Borsari, has been working with the White House, you know, for a couple months now. And they build this video rendering of like every tree that's on the property and all this stuff. It's exactly the way it is. We can literally, the sun, how the sun will hit the seats at certain times, what it'll look like when it's dark. Crazy. This is going to be so badass. Yeah. It is.
Between Conor McGregor and Jorge Masvidal have been making the rounds, yet Dana White remains skeptical of all the buzz. The UFC president made it clear that he doesn't follow MMA chatter closely and doesn't give much weight to speculation, even as social media fans spin ideas about an upcoming major shift in the White House scene. His response indicates that most of the hype isn't materializing, even while fans continue imagining stand-ins and ideal matchups.
Jorge Masvidal and the career that he's had. And then you remember, Jorge Masvidal has been a massive supporter of Donald Trump.
He's addressed crowds publicly at Donald Trump rallies as well. So certainly
Gracies of the Trump family, right? And they're the kind of people that they're going to want at the White House. Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal. That'll be a sensational matchup. Michael Chandler, of course, losing to Paddy Pimblett the way that he did. And then, of course, when you look at the majority of fights that he's lost, okay, it doesn't really put him in too good of a assessment. If you get rid of all the distractions and you get in the gym, it's not unthinkable to think that Conor...
Months working closely with the White House to coordinate every aspect of the event, and Dana White described it as a truly one-of-a-kind occasion. He explained that his team created detailed visual models for the entire venue, taking into account everything from the layout of the grounds to how lighting and shadows would shape the seating and overall atmosphere. This level of preparation, according to Dana, ensures that every element is perfectly aligned.
And the trash talk and all the rest of it, and the swagger and the confidence that he had, and the humour and the one-liners, you put it all together, the man became the biggest star that the sport's ever seen. 4 years away, I think it is, or 5 years, whatever it is, it's been a long time, and he broke his leg, but he's back training, he's back in the gym, and I tell you what, right? Me and McGregor, we've gone head to head. We've talked a bit of shit over the years, but you can't deny the talent the man had. And if he locks in and he's disciplined, you can get almost back to that.
Shared his thoughts with noticeable tension, noting the intense scrutiny that comes with being in the public eye. He pointed out Jorge Masvidal's steady presence at rallies and within Trump's circle, making him a natural pick for an event connected to the White House. From Bisping's perspective, a matchup between Conor McGregor and Masvidal would be a high-impact, headline-grabbing show.
Is it as big as they come? Because we've seen on the internet, you versus McGregor. Dana White stated that he's no longer interested in McGregor versus Chandler. So then all of a sudden this report comes out, and I'm wondering, does it have legs? Does it have traction? Is it a possibility?
You never know, right? Shit, give them what they want, not what they expect. I could say some big news. You know, I have some fight news coming soon, and it's very big news. And I can't deny or confirm what you just said, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta let the chips fall where they may, but
Conor McGregor commits completely to his training. He could approach the peak form that once made him a UFC superstar. He reflected on his rise, the title win over Eddie Alvarez, the single-strike knockout of Jose Aldo, and the confidence, quick wit, and charisma that elevated him to the sport's biggest star. He emphasized that with focus and discipline, those skills haven't diminished.
You're talking about everybody else but me, because he knows I'm sniper ass quick. That little lucky left shit he does ain't gonna work with me, a premium striker, brother. I'm gonna see that shit a mile away and slap him in the face. You know, so I don't think Chris Brandon ever would have been good. I'm gonna beat the fucking dog shit out of him, straight up stand-up style.
Are you surprised?
None of that grappling. I'm just gonna get in your face, knee your ribs, elbow your fucking face. It's gonna be a fight, man.
Are you surprised, Jorge, that he's moving on, Dana White is, from the Chandler fight? Because it's been like 2.5 years in the making. They were supposed to fight 2 summers ago. Like, are you surprised that he was that dismissive of it in that interview?
I mean, Chandler's a big name in the sport. He's a huge name and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how close it was to begin with to being on the White House card. If that was all speculation from the start, or at one point the UFC did want that fight. I don't know all these things. You know, it's just I know that they have a very in-depth team. That they have a guy that counts comments when somebody gets a picture. They have another guy that's looking at just the algorithm. They're having an in-depth team of who's going to make the biggest noise possible. And I'm sure they're running through that team and they're going to decide, you know. If you ask me, obviously it should be me.
Jorge Masvidal was asked about a potential clash with Conor McGregor and Dana White. Masvidal hinted that a major event is on the horizon, but didn't provide any concrete details. It's clear that significant news is coming, and it has the potential to shake up the entire fight.
Championship belt and Gaethje. I honestly, this fight should have happened a long time ago. Be honest with you, but it never happened. But it is what it is. You know, can you imagine? You think what's a bigger fight than Conor McGregor versus Justin Gaethje?
Dude, that would be an amazing fight. And I know you said a number of times it almost came together.
I want to come together because I don't think Conor. He wanted to fight Justin. Justin Gaethje is the same Conor, you know. So they want to fight with him. He has too much to lose, but having fun. If this is what he wants, if I was a fighter, that's the fight.
Inside information with you, but the plan, right? Everything's a little loose, but the plan, the operating plan was that Conor McGregor at the White House would fight Justin Gaethje. So it was also a belief. One thing Conor does not want to do, and again, this is not speculation. I'm protecting my source, but telling you, giving you some real information here, accurate. One thing Conor does not want to do is go down to 155 pounds. And he doesn't want to do it for a number of reasons. Just, why? What, like this is, it doesn't matter what weight class.
Present as a step up, primarily a strike case. He argued that McGregor's signature would hold up against a more experienced. At the same time, Masvidal minimized the speculation around the matchup, noting that the UFC relies on data-driven analysis when planning fights and emphasizing that, in his view, the outcome would favor skill and experience.
Now, Gaethje McGregor is still on the table. And I think that should be pulled. I do not believe that Conor should walk into a title fight, but moreover, I will tell you, and Conor will too, he's not going to 155. Now, the promotion does not yet have that through their head. They are still pushing for Conor and 155. This is all extremely accurate information. So, I think there's a lot of options for McGregor. I really think that if it's not him versus Chandler, it should be. We really should look at that. We fans were promised a certain fight. We fans have been pretty damn patient. And I don't know that side was considered. And I think that when that...
Exclusive insight into the rumored White House matchup, revealing that the original plan had Conor McGregor facing Justin Gaethje. He emphasized that this isn't just speculation, noting that McGregor is unwilling to drop to 155 pounds due to multiple factors beyond just weight. According to Sonnen, the former champion refuses to compromise for that division, making it clear that any fight at 155 pounds is off.
Thursday, Justin Gaethje versus Conor McGregor. What about that?
You think it's just so many possibilities, man.
But you understand? America's birthday, bring an Irish drunk guy to the White House, make sure he doesn't have any drugs on him or cocaine, fight Justin Gaethje, fight Conor, been running for all his life. But I think right now Conor's, I think right now he doesn't have options. Or he can do whatever he wants, but I would love to see this fight. And I think, listen, I might not like Conor, but I think Conor was at one point, he was a really, really good fighter. And I cannot take this away from him, you know? But I believe there's level to this. And I believe now Justin Gaethje is on a different level.
That a McGregor versus Gaethje fight is still a possibility, but questioned whether McGregor should take on a title bout at 155 pounds. Sonnen explained that McGregor has no intention of cutting to that weight, even as the promotion continues to push the idea. He noted that fans have been promised a specific matchup and have shown patience, and once all options are carefully considered, the fight the audience has been expecting could ultimately become the most likely outcome.
This is not Conor, so we'll see who it is.
Do you have a preference if it's not Conor? Obviously, I know you want to fight Conor, but
I mean, obviously that's the fight. That's the fight to me that makes the most sense when it comes to Occam's razor. Like, the most obvious choice should be the choice. The most obvious solution should be the solution. We've already got the build-up. We've already got the backdrop. We've already got the animosity. We've already got the footage. But with that being said, if it's not him, I mean, I think I've kind of gotten into a point too where there's this rejuvenation also, where you're like, hey, obviously I've had my sights set on that, and if that's kind of the letdown and that doesn't happen, man, like, I want big fights. I want to get back in there and fight a top guy. I want to get back in there. I don't think my last performance was indicative of my actual skill set and my fire and my passion for the sport, just for some outside circumstances. But man, I don't have a preference, but I want a big fight. You know, so we'll see what happens in March. Max versus Charles. Freaking Armin's out there always talking about people.
That's true.
But I mean, these are not fights that I necessarily deserve, right? We're in this sport where you're like, hey, man, you just lost your last fight. You can't go out there and fight number 2 next. But man, I just hold it like this. Whatever comes my way, comes my way. But hopefully Conor at the White House.
Yeah.
Just don't ask Dana.
Yeah, don't ask Dana.
These shared his perspective on the potential showdown between Justin Gaethje and Conor McGregor at the White House on June 14th, coinciding with America's 250th birthday. He acknowledged McGregor's past brilliance but pointed out that both fighters are around the same age. While emphasizing the importance of keeping the event appropriate for the White House setting, Abdulaziz noted that if the fight happens, it would showcase a clash between two elite strikers at the peak of their careers.